Growing trend doctors here in Indianapolis are concerned about. Kids and teenagers becoming the victims of shootings. A 4-year-old is seriously hurt tonight after a shooting on Indy's north side last night. The child was inside the home, hit by a bullet fired from somewhere outside. IMPD believes the house was targeted. Tonight, WRTV's Adam Shum spoke to neighbors and doctors about the violence impacting Indy's youth.
The home on Indy's north side, where police say a 4-year-old child was shot Tuesday night, is riddled with bullets. The child taken to the hospital. Police say it's going to take a community effort to slow down the violence.
To know that there was a kid that was injured in this whole process speaks to where we're heading as a city, but more so as a country.
And obviously, you just want to make sure that the kid's okay.
The sound of gunshots too close to home for people like Connor Beswick and Antoine Richards. IMPD's investigation centered on this home near 30th and Delaware.
There were probably like 10 to 12 gunshots, and then just heard a bunch of cars kind of running off. And then the cops came probably about 2 minutes later, I'd say, and then just a bunch of screaming.
Police say that's where they found the 4-year-old. They say a family was staying in an Airbnb when shots were fired into the home from an alley, hitting that boy. The bullet holes marked the back of the home. Richards has kids of his own.
To hear that there was a 4-year-old was pretty tragic.
I think it was certainly heightened during the pandemic because nationally we saw a huge spike in firearm-related injuries in pediatric patients.
It's a trend that is supported by numbers from Riley Hospital for Children. The hospital is a level 1 pediatric trauma center, so the hospital handles some of the most serious cases.
I think the most concerning would be the drive-by shootings that we see, violence not necessarily directed at any one individual.
Officials say they've seen 4 kids in its emergency room this year. Last year, that number was 32. In 2021, officials say they saw 38 kids, and in 2020, they saw 27. And it's not just the immediate injuries that are concerning to doctors.
We see a lot of acute stress disorder, nightmares, flashbacks, all those sorts of things, even in the quote unquote tiniest of physical injuries.
Making sure that when we're protecting our neighborhoods, being a presence affects to that as well. So making sure that everybody is present to make sure that we hold everybody accountable.
Having a presence in their community is something Richard hopes his neighbors will take away from Tuesday night's violence.
Be a presence, and that should be the biggest deterrent before police presence, is the community. Be a deterrent.
In Indianapolis, Adam Shums, WRTV.
IMPD says the case remains under investigation and the department needs your help. If you have any surveillance footage or tips that could lead to help investigators, you want to call IMPD. Let's give you more perspective tonight. Numbers from IMPD show 5 juveniles, people under the age of 18, have been the victims of homicides in Indianapolis this year, and we aren't quite through February yet. In all of 2022, 19 juveniles were killed in homicides, and in 2021, that number was 17.